and welcome back to Neely's East. I have had a couple of questions that I will address now of how this beautiful lair of mine became to be known as Neely's East. So when we first got this house, I got my own room, this abode here that I spend a lot of time in, and initially we called it the van cave. Kind of a fancy spin on man cave, if you will. So it was that for a while, and as I went along, I have, of course, old fishing pole. I got my great-granddad's shotgun, a lot more fishing poles, baseballs, autographed football, pictures of me and my no-account friends playing music and hunting stuff and catching stuff, and a lot of books that I like, and just kind of my stuff. I even got this phone back here. Let's see, it's from like, how did it set it back here? Yeah, December 1949. This was no dial. It's from I got it when I was a kid, like a Army surplus store. I think maybe in Vernon or Altus or somewhere, it doesn't matter. At any rate, I thought it was cool then. I still think it's cool, and clearly I have a bit of a problem with liking old stuff. I didn't say junk, just in case my wonderful, beautiful, long-suffering, patient, kind, patient, did I mention long-suffering and patient wife is listening? Not junk, just stuff. So anyway, it came to a head a few years ago. We were in downtown McKinney, and kind of kicking around there, and I found this autographed picture of Charlton Heston. And I thought, that's awesome. It was like 40 bucks. You may be wondering, am I a Charlton Heston fan? No, not really. I think maybe Ben-Hur, and seems like he might have been the old man that, was the doctor in A Field of Dreams. I'm not even sure. But, point being, I'm pretty sure years later I would not have missed the 40 bucks, but I still missed that I missed out on that Charlton Heston picture. Great conversation piece. Plus, I could have looked at it. Looked at it today. I'm talking about the phone. I bought that like 30 years ago. So, anyway, there was this antique store in Quanah on the south side of the road, kind of east side of town, going in on 287. I think it was called 287 Antiques. But there was a guy that owned it named Mr. Neely. So I always just called it Neely's. So when I was a kid, I'd go out there and look for baseball cards. When I got older, I'd go out there and see Mom and Dad some, or even my grandparents when they were still alive. I'd always stop at Neely's and kind of look around, peruse the place. And he had all manner of cool stuff, man. He had old Army uniforms, farm implements, cast iron toys, just, trinkets, pocket watches, kind of anything you'd think of. Hollowed out grenades, just awesome. Had those old wooden, I don't know if I can say that anymore. Well, regardless, had a lot of cool stuff. If he's still in business, stop there if you're ever stranded out there. Bless you. But at any rate, obviously, Quanah's east of the Metroplex, and a few years ago, after the failed Charlton Heston autograph picture fiasco, my wonderful, beautiful, long-suffering, patient, kind, caring, sweet wife began to call this Neely's East. So, as Paul Harvey says, that's the rest of the story. I guess he might be dead too. I'm not sure. Paul Harvey, he alive? I don't know. If he is passed away, if he's still with us, regardless, I don't care. If you're anywhere and you see an autographed picture of Paul Harvey for $40 or less, make up. Make up for the one I missed. That's all.